Hey, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to work on upgrading the steering rack to a 2015 Plus STI, so come along. Yeah, so I know you guys know that I'm doing electric power steering on this car. Well, in order to get that all done, this rack has had gallons of stop leak put through it. It still leaks very slowly, but I want to upgrade it to a 2015 rack. So Don Miller Subaru, it's our local Subaru dealer here, gave me a really good deal on it, so I finally splurged for it. Well, we need to get this rack in the car so that we can get the lines made for the electric power steering. So first thing I gotta do is I gotta open up this box. I gotta take the lines off of it and see if the fitting I have is the correct fitting, because I need to order another one. So let's do that, and then I think what we'll do is we'll get the car up in the air, get the wheels centered, get the rack centered, and we'll work on actually putting it in the car so that way then it's just running lines.
Went up downtown. Went up downtown. Went up downtown.
Yeah, alright, so I got the two OEM lines off and everything. Fitting I ordered is the right one for the return. The feed is the bigger one. So that'll at least be nice. I won't have to try and remember which one's what. But I'm gonna I'm gonna jack up the car, pull the wheels, and get the old rack out, and let's work on getting this rack put in. And there's no reason not to at this point. Worst case, I'll take it back out. Well, as you just saw, we got it out. You just drop the sway bar. Yeah, you drop the sway bar a little bit. There's like 6 or 8 bolts. Out she comes. Make sure your steering wheel's straight, all that. I did notice while it's in there, that upper fitting, it's gonna be a pain in the butt to get to, so I think I'm gonna wait to actually put this rack in until I have the lines and I have everything. Somebody can kind of just put it all open as one whole unit. Kind of sucks because that means that's going to be a little bit, but well, until then, yeah, catch back up with you guys. Yeah, so we finally got the power steering hose for the rack and pinion. We're gonna hop down there and make sure everything looks right. This thing is kind of expensive, but if this fits good, we'll make the other line and we'll actually get the rack centered and maybe have actual electric power steering today. So make sure you guys come along. So a lot of times these racks, they don't come centered, so we gotta make sure we center it here real quick. So what we're gonna do is turn it all the way one way, make a mark on the shaft and the base, turn it all the way the other way, make a mark on the base where the line is, and then split the difference. So make a mark right here, and then count the turns as you go by. Here. Okay. now we're gonna go one turn back and then split the difference.
Okay.
So go one turn back to that mark.
Oh, okay.
This is 2 full turns lock to lock.
Should be this way?
Nope.
Nope, the other way. Okay, great.
Go past it. I can't see the mark. Okay, so that's one. So
Okay.
now we just got to go to like right about, probably like right about there.
Okay.
And then it's centered. All right, we got both the lines ran. I'm gonna have to get a new one of these made. The angle wasn't quite right. Is what it is. Unfortunately, normally when people do these, they do like a different fitting on each side. That way you can't screw up it, like a straight fitting. But this one needs to be rotated. It'll work for now. So while Jason's under there bolting the rack up, I'm gonna fill out the reservoir and start getting ready to actually test it out. I'm excited for that.
Here we go. Here are our 2 lines. This is very close view because I'm in tight quarters here. We've got the red fitting here is our return. Low pressure return running down across. Sure you can see there. And the high pressure comes up real tight up in there. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully, yeah, there you go. There's a good view of how tight we got this run. So the high pressure's in there, snugged up in there real nice and tight. Can't go anywhere. We have high pressure and the return running along the rack. Don't mind my wiggling around here. But there's our pump. You got your high pressure and return. So hopefully this all snugs up in here nice. It should work out. We may just need a little bit of rubber on the edge right there for that high pressure line because we don't want to rub it through, obviously. And we're going to give this a whirl.
All right, let's hook this up and see if we got any issues. So basically what we need to do is we need to hook up the power and ground, and then we need to run the actual one that turns the pump on, which is the single one here. Okay, so I turn this here, it should turn on. Or not. This thing dead? Ooh. Okay, let me see why it's not turning on. I was messing with it and it turned on. Jason's looking for leaks. So far, nothing. All right, I'm gonna go hit the steering wheel here real quick.
It's moving already.
Oh, geez. Oh, boy.
Why did it do that?
That's usually when you have the lines hooked up backwards.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Leaking.
Well, that's good.
So we got them backwards, you think?
Yeah. That's usually what that means when the steering wheel goes bananas like that.
Oh, shit.
Well, I think that's probably where we're going to leave this episode. Yeah, it turns on. I guess that's a good sign we got no leaks. But now we got to switch these lines around. So if you guys are looking forward to this, make sure you come back, and we'll see you guys next time. Yeah, so Jason and I, we just checked my old rack. I screwed up. The lines are definitely wrong. We're going to try reusing the lines that we have just to see if everything's good before I order a new one. Is what it is. So, yeah, like I said, make sure you guys subscribe, and we'll see you next time.